In this video, we will review your school account and everything you need to know about this web portal. Let's begin with the student screen. If you have not yet begun student testing, there will not be any content on this page, but as soon as you do allow students to test, some basic information will begin to populate. As you can see, you have a column for your student's first name, last name, authorization code, date and time started, date and time graded, test subject, and reset timer. The reset timer and authorization code columns will only be used if you need to allow a student to re-access his or her test. If a student takes multiple tests throughout the competition, there will be multiple records or rows for that student. You do have the ability to search by a student's last name to help keep track of this. This is also helpful if you have multiple pages of student results. The next thing that you'll see on the screen is your school code. This special code is required for the student testing experience, and we will review that student experience in another video titled Student Testing. The next tab found within your school portal is the Results tab. This page will not have any content until your testing window closes. As soon as that testing window closes, all tests will be scored and the results will be available to you. As you can see, you have the ability to sort by school level and test subject. You can also search by a student's last name. Some of your students may need to take additional tiebreaker tests. If tiebreaker tests were needed, the scores for those tests will also appear on the screen. The next tab is the Test tab, and here you will find a running list of all test subjects that your school has purchased, the number that were ordered, as well as the number of times those tests were taken. This screen is very helpful when your school has purchased many tests or if you have more than one person administering student testing. You are easily able to track how many tests remain and also easily see if more tests need to be purchased. And that brings us to our Reorder Tests tab. Throughout your entire testing window, you have the ability to order more tests. You will notice that this screen looks very similar to the order form that you filled out during the order window to create your school's account. You can utilize this screen as many or as few times as you need during the length of the competition. For your convenience, if you originally paid with a credit card, that saved card will appear in the credit card information fields for reuse. And as always, you can select to pay with check if that is preferred by your school. Once you are satisfied with your selection, you can click on Submit Order, and those tests are added to your account immediately and available for student use. This concludes the review of your school portal. Please take a moment to review the 3 other training videos available to you to ensure the smoothest competition experience possible. Thank you.